Hey, and welcome back to another episode of the Girl Boss Method podcast, hosted by myself, Ritu Bra. So, guys, today is the 1st of December. And what does that mean? That means Christmas trees, Christmas lights, that means Santa, that means chocolate, that means like parties, that's like festivities. Just the list is endless, right? Advent calendars as well. Yeah, I'm still waiting for mine. Anyway, what it also signifies is that month where fitness and health nutrition seems to go out the window because everyone seems to get busy and it just takes a back seat. And for those of you that haven't actually started or you fell off after summer and things got really hectic, unfortunately, you might be thinking, I'm just going to start in January. There's obviously a risk with that because I was having a look at the dates and now like January the 1st lands on a Monday. Monday usually signifies like day one, we're going to go to it. For most of the population out there, so not everyone, New Year's Day, bit of a recovery, night before, wild night out, probably not really waking up on the right side of 2024. So that Monday's already out the window. And as some of you know, not all the gyms are open on New Year's Day. So it's get out for a cold walk or a cold run or do something at home, but you've actually got to be motivated and in the right mindset to do that. So then I was having a think, well, 2nd of June, January, people go back into work, they go back into the office, you kind of end up getting into the swing of things. Wednesday, hump day. And you know what? Before you know it, the real first Monday of January that you actually decide to start working on your health and fitness ends up being the 8th of January. You go into the gym. The gyms are massively overwhelmed. Like everybody there is trying to set a goal and they're trying to undo Christmas. And there really shouldn't be an undoing of Christmas. I don't think that's a healthy way to live your life every single year, repeating the cycle. So that's where I've also been thinking about the challenge. So, I wanted to do a challenge towards the end of this year, and I thought the perfect timing is December. So it starts on Monday, which is the 4th of December, and it's going to go on for 2 weeks. So 2 weeks, Christmas challenge. It's a free challenge. We are going to be going through setting you up with really good habits, with healthy habits, with mindset, fitness. So training programs, workouts, nutrition. So lots and lots of great stuff to just try and get you into the right routine and the right rhythm, right? So that when January comes, it's not such a tough feat and it doesn't feel like you're starting from day one, because I think day one is really, really hard. For any of you that can remember day one, and maybe day one's been quite recent for you, that especially if it coincides with the beginning of the year and is just full overwhelm, you haven't got a plan. And there is that saying, right? Failure to plan to fail. I think that's such a harsh saying, but I think there might be some truth in there somewhere. So anyway, what I wanted to do was just share with you today a couple of effective 14 tips for, it kind of all feeds in together, right? So we got the 14-day challenge. And then I'm going to give you some 14 tips that you can implement over the next couple of weeks. Hopefully this is going to set you up. It's going to get you feeling prioritizing that consistency enjoying festive activities, and then just, getting yourself. And then when January comes along, it's so much easier. So a couple of things that we're going to talk about. Right. I'm going to give you 14 tips. Okay. So you want to set clear goals. So you want to make the goals achievable over the next 14 days. So that's the first one. Second one, create a schedule. This is coming back to my planning tip. So you want to make sure that you plan your workouts in advance. Consider your commitments over the next month. So you need to really have that plan in tow. Get yourself a morning routine. That always helps as well. This is the best time to implement it. Hydration. Because the weather's a bit colder, people do tend to, they don't think about water as much and hydration. They don't feel so thirsty. So you want to make sure that you've got hydration there. And unfortunately, sometimes hydration, you could be thirsty, but you think you're hungry. You're thirsty, but really you're just pecky and snacking and stuff. 5 would be to make sure that your actual routine is targeting various muscle groups and it's interesting. So that's also really important as well. Number 6, active breaks. So what I mean by that is throughout the day, throughout your working day, your schedule, make sure that you try and incorporate small bits of movement, walking, try and be active throughout the day. If you kind of get your body moving, you're going to feel looser, a bit more ready for things. And yeah, it's just a really good habit to have. Number 7 is involve others. So include your family and your friends in your routines, in your fitness routines, in your plans, in your goals, and that's going to help you feel motivated. So before I move on to number 8, I did talk about my 14-day challenge very briefly, but within our 14-day challenge, we've got community. There's other like-minded individuals. So if you feel like you don't have that support network around you, then perhaps this might be the time to kind of build, new connections and stuff. I'm not saying you're going to make best friends over the 14-day challenge, but you never know. Okay. Number 8, then, mindful eating. So we want to think about empowered decision-making when it comes to meals, when it comes to portion size, when it comes to making choices over different foods. So if you're going out to eat, you're not going to eat the 4 desserts on offer. You're going to pick 1 or 2, right? Number 9, smart snacking. So yes, healthier snacks are going to be better. Make sure you try and pick those first. And it's not to say that, you can't enjoy other snacks, Christmassy type snacks, but definitely just ensure that you're not falling short on things like your fruits and veggies. You want to make sure that you're getting your 5 a day in. And the perfect time to do that is try and thinking about it, within those snacking times. And if anything, one of my top tips for this, we're full of tips here, is actually opting for a bigger meal. That's what I tend to do myself and with my clients, is really trying to make those meals feeling satiated and feeling content. So you're not going to be doing that mindless snacking. Number 10, touching on this again. Yes, have your holiday treats, have your Christmas puddings and snacks snacks, treats and stuff, your cakes, your mince pies, your other bits, chocolate cakes, and God knows what else is. Oh, gingerbread men. I love a gingerbread man. Yeah, definitely opt for one, not everything on offer. And also don't think, you've got to go out and get that, that premium latte with, the syrups and stuff. So I won't name company names here. I think we all know who I'm talking about. When you go in and they've got the red cups and they've got all the, the displays of all the different Christmas lattes and stuff that are on offer, and you want to just like spend the month trying them all out, and you want to go in there and have your treat, right? Those lattes are full of calories. They don't just put one pump of like sweetener or a syrup in there. They put about 5 or 6, and it all depends on the size of the actual latte that you're getting. So the bigger red cup that you get, the more that you're going to get in there. So just be mindful of that. Sleep. You want to make sure that you're getting some good sleep in. You want to feel good the next day. When you are feeling when you are feeling tired, you're more likely to feel that more hungry, and people are more inclined to kind of reach for comfort foods. So definitely try and nail that sleep. When we think about sleep, it's it's not just the act of going to bed and that's it. Like actually thinking about sleep routine here as well. So limiting the blue light that you get from your phones and stuff, and maybe opting for reading before you go to sleep, having a nice routine. That all really helps you kind of get prepared for sleep. Outdoor activities. So when you are going for your gatherings and your meetups, try and opt for more opportunities of doing activities. So whether that is going out for walks, going out for ice skating as like a fun activity to do together. Actually, here in the UK, we have Winter Wonderland over at Hyde Park. So you could you'll get loads of steps doing that. You're, going out. So it's just thinking about different opportunities, and everything doesn't have to be like meeting up with your friends and stuff and sitting down. Like you can get up and move. So yeah, it's just about building those habits in, really. Number 13, track your progress. So you want to monitor how you're doing this month. So actually what I'm doing, aside from the 14-day challenge, my Girl Boss clients, we've actually got our own December challenge going on. And this month, I'm giving them lots of different tasks, right? Little tasks, or like things that they have to kind of do each day. They're not crazy, but, they're like little tick boxes. But, aside from that, they're able to kind of track that month, keep motivated, keep going. They'll, also we track progress in, week to week in terms of progress in our strength, progress in our physique, progress in lots of different things. So whatever the goal is, we are tracking progress. It just helps you stay aligned to your goal, really. And it also allows you to tweak things and adjust things when needed. Number 14 is rest and recover. So make sure that you allow time for rest days. So it's not to say that the whole of December you are going to be working out every single day. It's just, when you have a plan, there are rest days. And when you have a plan, there are ways of planning in active rest. There are ways of planning in, active, walking and getting your steps up and stuff. So, it's not just to say that you're not going to be doing anything, but, especially when we're thinking about our like gym training sessions and stuff, you want to make sure that you support that muscle recovery as well. Side note to all those 14 tips is just get involved with the 14-day challenge. And aside from that, get support of people. Don't feel alone. You can do this. Start early. It takes time to build good habits. Don't wait for January. It's just gonna suck big time. So this is the time to get it. This is the time, if you want those long-term changes, you want those long-term healthy habit lifestyle changes, this is when it happens. Yeah. So if you do want to join the 14-day free challenge, it's free. I keep saying that, but yeah, it's a way to entice you in anyway. It's going to be good fun. There's no obligation to buy anything or to continue coaching with me. But it's just a little insight, especially if you've been someone who's been sitting on the fence, you've been listening to this podcast and you're unsure about how the Girl Boss method works, etc. You get a teeny tiny little peek into how we do things. 14 days is a great time to kind of, build on, some habits, build on some rituals, get you started and, kickstart things for you. And so hopefully, even if it's my gift to you of, Christmas and all of that, and then just starting off the new year on often a good start. You can contact me on Instagram at Richu Bra. That's RICHUBRAR. This has been the Girl Boss Method podcast, and we'll see you here next time. Thank you.